Hello friends, it is Chelsea, aka Hungry Hippo, and I am back to do another plan with me. This is going to be for the week of September 23rd through the 29th of 2024. We are getting into my Halloween spreads, which is very exciting. I just realized I haven't been editing / uploading my kit lineups, but I feel like at this point it's not worth it, so I think I'm just going to skip them for the rest of the year just because I am very behind on my videos. We used the July 2023 mystery kit, at least that's what I wrote down, and it is from Scribble Prints Co. She's recently reformatted it, so it is now Witchy Home, so you can get it in her shop. I really like it. I don't know if Witchy Home was necessarily the name I would have given it, but I really don't know what name I would have given it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So I was still working on Coming to Find You. I don't remember what that book was about, so I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm trying to think when I actually finished reading it. The next week. So I will attempt to talk about it in the next spread. Also, if you see me like fiddling around with stuff or like my hands moving or whatever, other than like normal movement, it is because I had originally filmed this as a talk through portion, but it was like 20 minutes long, and I don't know how much, like I don't necessarily always have time to sit and watch like a half an hour video. I will on occasion, but I don't often have that time. So anyways, let's get started. As always, I will address any stickers that you are able to purchase, or at least the shops are still open. I shouldn't say that you're able to purchase, but the shops are still open. So on Monday, I marked work and then reading, of course. And I did some homework. That sticker is a printable from La La Land Studio. And then I was doom scrolling. I just spent like the entire evening doom scrolling on my phone because I was just like so checked out. And that is from Linear Designs. I got it as a printable version, but you can, of course, purchase it as a physical in her shop as well, as of right now anyway. Tuesday, had to work, and then I did some reading, and I had homework. I've talked about this a million times. I'm going to talk about it again. If you see me like, especially like that, marking homework, it's because I was doing discussion posts. I'm so overdoing discussion posts. I hate it. And then I backed a game called Nature. Now, unfortunately, I had to cancel this, and this is the start of this whole issue that I had with Kickstarter. So we will start to talk about what's been going on, but unfortunately, I backed both Nature and Ice and Idols. I had to cancel both pledges because of just some issues that I was having with my payment and everything like that. On Wednesday, my Moon Bunny Kickstarter ended. This was when the issues started. So Moon Bunny was based in Canada, and so was Natera actually. Both of them were based in Canada, and so Kickstarter does not allow PayPal. And so I was having a hell of a time trying to get my card to go through. I called the bank. I did all of the things that you're supposed to do, and it's just, they're like, nope, it's not, like, there's nothing on our end, it's their end. So I was just like so frustrated because I'm like, I don't want to miss out on these games. I want these games. Anyways, so work, read, coffee, got some gas, and then I also just had some YouTube binge. I had pulled in, it looks like I pulled in some color of the week. I couldn't tell you what color of the week. I want to say it was like a fall color of the week that I had purchased, but I don't remember. So on Thursday, I'm still fighting with my Moon Bunny pledge, and then my Natera campaign ended. So I finally get Moon Bunny to go through because basically, like, it did text me at I get text messages from the bank, and it's like, hey, do you approve this charge? And I'm like, yes, of course I approve this charge. And so it went through. Well, then I was having the same issue with Natera, which is another game that I had backed. And it was just complete. It was just kept giving me so many fits. And then that afternoon, so I started class the week prior and I realized I had never bought my textbook. And so I ended up ordering it off of Amazon because it was cheaper than buying it from the bookstore. But the problem was it was on Prime, but it didn't arrive in prime time. I picked up a prescription, and then because my toxic trait is that I feel like I need to go out and get myself a treat every time that I exit my house, I went and got Scooters, which is coffee. And then I had another YouTube binge. Friday, I'd had another coffee run because, again, my little Friday treat is that I go get coffee for myself. And then I had to work. I did some reading. I binge watched probably YouTube. And then we door dashed some dinner. On Saturday, I slept in and then I had some coffee and chilled. I was still fighting with Kickstarter, but my friends and I ended up having a game night. So we drove to a friend that lives about an hour and a half away. And so he was like, my one friend was like, hey, can you drive so that I can learn how to play this game? I'm like, yes, absolutely. So we got to our friend's house and we played From the Moon. So this was the game that the friend that hosted, he had gotten as his Gen Con demo game. And so we ended up like, we just played like a little sampling of it just in case one of us had to like help demo the game. We would be able to know how to play it enough to be able to say, hey, this is how you play this game. And so we were all just like, yes, we want to play a full version of this game. And so that's what we did. And then we ordered Papa John's for dinner. I ended up getting, I think it was called a pizza bowl or something. It was not good. It was not good. And then we played The Spill, which is a game where you are trying to, you're playing as like an ocean researcher and you are trying to save the animals from an oil spill. And this was one of those games that I feel like you're just doomed to lose every time, which is realistic, but it also like super pissed me off. So it is what it is there. And then I brought Aquatica, and all my friends were like, yeah, this game is super complicated. I'm like, it's not complicated. I'm just not explaining it very well. Because I love it so much. I know so much about the game that I just want to tell everybody all of the things. And I'm like, I think it would have been easier if we just started with the base game, but like I mixed everything up. So whatever. And then we played Pandemic. We actually won, but my friends were like, yeah, if you want to play a game where you're doomed to fail, it's Pandemic. We won. But then we played it on BGA and we lost, so whatever. Sunday morning, I was feeling ick because of the pizza bowl. I had some cleaning time and did some reading. I had a YouTube binge, and then I ended up with a migraine. I swear, you guys, it's like a Sunday thing. I get a headache or a migraine, or I don't feel good, or something every single week, and it pisses me off so much. It's just like, why? Like, why do you need to feel like shit all the time? I'm over it. I have a neurologist appointment in January, and that appointment cannot come soon enough. Like, I wish that they would call me and be like, hey, we can get you in sooner, because I would take that appointment in a heartbeat. I'm so over it. Like, I've been having headaches and all the things, and you guys are going to see a lot in the future weeks of me just posting headaches and stressed out and all of the things. But enough of that. I'm trying not to be negative, but it's really, really frustrating. So anyways, that is the finished spread. Just a little flip back to all of the things. It was so fun to see that transition of like from fall to like spooky season. It was a jarring transition, but it was a fun transition nonetheless. So everything I have left in the kit. Thank you all so very much for watching. Of course, I'm getting text messages. And until I see you next time. Oh, I did purchase a Scribble Sampler and Doodle 2 from Scribble Prints Co. because, of course, she re-released the kit, so we could get the extras. Anyways, thank you all so very much for watching, and until I see you next time, bye-bye!